They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Hoosiers will put total leather and will get started. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these 2 great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these 2 quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are 2 huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab right down the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these deep.
There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Back open in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the 1st. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
He's looking to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Martin. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will go to work for the 1st time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season
turning it on. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Little. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff to the single running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Pickett. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Hoosiers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Using his feet. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Power ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really blowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense. But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Durant. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. Looking to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All by himself down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. At the 35, he's open. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Offense gets set for second down. Off play action. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Pickett. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. They'll run play action. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Denmark. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Martin. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Flips it out to the back. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Fires into traffic, picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Pickett. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pickett. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. He splits the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Pickett.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
How do I make the defense defend multiple plays? Really nice job running the RPO. The pass threat, you could tell, softened them up a little bit. Now you hand the football off, and you get the big third down conversion.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Launched out of the pocket. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Pickett. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Racing down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. From the gun to give, looking for room. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gained a little bit of everything on that one. The Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. On the option. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Barrels ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give to the tailback. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Makes the grab on the left. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Makes the grab. It's Barker. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it. 1st down and more. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Got it in the middle. It's Little. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Right on the money. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Hoosiers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They're working that left side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
The Hoosiers line it up with a first and goal. Here's a heat. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quick release on the RPO. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Fires to the big fella. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. The give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge. to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Quarterback takes a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, guys.